How to make a money bowl. Let's get into it. Now, first of all, please remember it doesn't have to be anything expensive. It doesn't have to be anything time consuming. What we're doing is we're helping bring in and attracting healthy vibrational energies that money like. Now, I know that sounds like a wacky kind of concept, but if you understand and have been working with me before, you realize that money is an energy that you have to match the frequency. And when you have lack mentality, you can't match that frequency. And one of the ways to be building that like frequency is to be getting that frequency to get in your door. Yes, that's right. We're putting this money bowl right near your front door. Now, no, I don't mean so that it blocks your door, but this bowl can be made out of anything. It doesn't have to be expensive. All right. So take a moment and look around your house. What you have that you don't need to constantly be using. It could be decorative. It could be plastic. It could be crystal. Whatever works for you. And it doesn't really matter, but you start at the beginning. So start as a basic. And then you can always replace things like the type of bowl you're going to use for this in the future. Plus, please remember, thrift stores are a great way to find things for times like this, okay? So start out with what you already have, and then you build up, okay? Now, once you find the bowl that you want to be using for your money bowl, we're going to go to the next step. Remember, one of the things I'm always saying to anyone I'm working with, just like you in this moment, start where you are, build up. So when we're talking about gathering the ingredients for anything that we're trying to make happen or we're trying to have you do, you don't have to break the bank. I know I keep saying it, but I need you to remember that. So, one of the things that you want to gather are certain herbs. Yes, herbs. One of the great ones is basil, or basil, however you say it. Basil is more of a European, UK thing, but it happened. Anyway, the other one is rosemary. Now, you can get all your herbs that you basically need as a beginner at the dollar store. Literally, please don't break the bank for that silliness. But go gather your herbs. Just like in Hocus Pocus, don't forget your salt. Now, you could always add more herbs, different varieties as you build. Let's do the basics, though. So, basil, rosemary, salt. Now, you can get ground cinnamon or cinnamon sticks. I've been using cinnamon sticks. The other thing you should be doing is look for either your white sage, your Palo Santo, whatever you use to smudge and cleanse your items. You don't have to use sage. You can use Palo Santo. You can actually even use burning one end of a cinnamon stick and using the funnel of the other to smoke and smudge something cleansed and cleared, okay? So go get that. Now, if you don't have all of those, start with what you have. If you have none of those, I'm a little surprised you don't have table salt. But no judgment. If you have Himalayan pink salt, that would still work. Whatever. It's cool. Next. Okay. Crystals. If you don't have any of these, you don't have to do it. But it is a good idea to start getting some of those. And Five Below lately, I've seen them have some epic stuff of the crystals you might need. So you can get different types of citrine. So I will say the citrine I just showed you, I did not get at Five Below. I got them through certain crystal, I was going to say crystal dealers, but that sounds weird. Other basic crystal I would recommend for your money bowl is some form of pyrite. This is a sparkly one, and this is more of a raw style. And then I also have one that's tumbled. They're from two different places, so they may feel energetically different to you. If you have neither of those and really don't want to use either of those, well, all right. But if you have clear quartz, that can be substituted and used or added to that, okay? Also selenite, that would be another one because it's an amplifier, all right? I'm going to be using Palo Santo, but remember, use fire carefully and safely. And we're going to sage and cleanse this item we're about to use. Now, I'm just using this bowl because I got it and I thought it's really sweet and cute. But see how it doesn't have to be big? Use whatever you want, but this is what we're using for me, okay? Okay. Cleanse and clear this for me fully and completely. So hope to be. It is now so. Amen. It is no so. Also, make sure you cleanse all of the items you're going to use, all the crystals, all the stones, okay? You want to cleanse them and do this often. Now, one of the reasons that you want to do this at least once a month is you're putting it near your door, so it's catching all sorts of negative energy. That's why you saw such a plume of smoke with some of it. Now, one of the other things you want to do is do a Dear Universe check. And we'll go over that in another second, all right? So go get a blank check if you have any, all right? Now, if you don't have any checks, that's okay. You can go online and find a printout, and it's a blank check, Dear Universe check. There's plenty of them. Or you can ask your bank. They're allowed to give you at least 3 for free or something like that. Check with your bank. But paid to the order of, you'll put your own name. You're going to put in the line underneath where it would be dollars, you're going to put paid in full. The amount, put whatever you want, but aim for the stars. I put $1 billion because why not? In memo, I put because I'm worth it. And then you sign the bottom of it, the universe. And of course, in the top corner, put the date that you've been writing this. So whatever day that you do this, like now, put today's date, okay? And that will be the moment the universe starts cashing this check into your bank account. And they want you to consider all of this process. Like when you work your job, you know the money's coming in even though you don't see it. You know at some point, and whether it's a week, whether it's 2 weeks, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever, that check is popping into your account or into your hand or into your mailbox, whatever. You know that. So that's why you're doing the work. So know that, do the work, and understand it will come in. It's the same mentality, but because we are taught not to believe in this being a thing that's a possibility to get money to come in, opening that door, we don't believe it or want to work on it as much as doing that job because you doing that job knowing you're going to get that check. This is knowing more so that the universe is going to bring this money in every positive form for you. And it's going to slowly build, but that's why you're going to cleanse your money bowl at least once a month. Okay? The reasoning, like I said, is so that every time you come in and out of your door, every time that door opens and closes, that money bowl is attracting and gathering energy. Some of it's very negative. Some of it could be great, but you want to keep cleansing and replenishing healthy, positive, new energy. Hence why you're in a Palo Santo or sage, incense, smudging your items first, okay? Every time. Try to do that whenever you're doing anything. Florida water works with some stuff, but you gotta remember it will really soak other stuff through and it will ruin it. So people always like, why can't I use that? Or why can't I just use water? Because some things will melt or deteriorate and it's not good for it. All right? Now, let's move on. Go rummage in the cushions of your couch, in the seats of your car, in your pocketbooks, in your pockets for loose change. I need all your loose change, but I don't need it. Your money ball needs it. Any dollar bills, whatever money, paper money that you might have, whether it's $1, $5, $20, $100 bill, whatever. I know you kind of want to wish you could just spend it and use it, but if you put it also in the bowl with the change and the rest of the stuff, it's more of a physical connection to the money energy you're trying to bring in, all right? So that's why I have lots of quarters and dollar bills and things like that, as well as higher amounts with the Dear Universe check and the herbs and the spices and all the other stuff. With the herbs, all right? Whatever herbs you decided, all of them, none, just one. You're going to take a bunch, put it in your hand, hold it in your hand for a second, imagining all the money flowing to you and say, sacred spirit of whatever herb is in your hand, I ask you to help me make this work beyond my wildest dreams. And then you're going to take the herb and sprinkle it from your hand into your money bowl, okay? Salt, rosemary, basil, cinnamon powder are all great things. That's also why I have cinnamon sticks, and I usually put them in there too, okay? All right, so handful, doesn't have to be a lot. Sprinkle. Okay. Now you can continue repeating that process until you've done it with each herb. You could say it out loud or in your head, but it'll work with each spirit of the herb. Okay. And we must have a hocus pocus moment. So, oh, book. But no, really. Sacred Spirit of Salt, I ask for your help and purify the energy. Now make sure after you're done, you have all your herbs in the bottom of the bowl. And let's move on. Ready? Now, you don't have to put them in the bottom. I just do. You could sprinkle them throughout. Find what works for you, all right? It's your magic. It's your practice. It's your life, your way. This is just what I recommend because I like starting everything on a basis and foundation. And in my mind, that's a beautiful foundation. Also, underneath where you're going to put the bowl down, you could put a layer of salt and then put the bowl down on top of that. And that is also excellent. And now all you need to do is take the rest of your ingredients, your Dear Universe check, put it in the bowl, the money, put it in the bowl, crystals, everything that you're going to have collected, cinnamon stick. And there you have it, basically. And then one more step. This is what mine looks like when it's done. Yours doesn't have to look like this. And you can also feel free to sprinkle more of those herbs on top if that makes you feel good. It's up to you. It's your magic. It's your energy. It's your money bowl. So, now that you have all of your herbs, your crystals, your money, your Dear Universe check all in one bowl, you're going to bring it to your front door. Ready? Let's go. Let's go to your front door and put this there. Ready? Here it is. All right. Now I always put it right on top of here. So now I leave that next to my front door every day. And when I walk past it, I just say, thank you, universe, for all the abundance you're sending me. And about once a month, I redo the process you just watched me do. All right. Now, feel free to do what I did if you'd like. And then build from there. See where your imagination and you're researching all of the different elements that are connected to money brings you to build into your own money bowl. But it really has been working for me. So thank you for joining me. And I am excited for you to begin your very first money bowl too. Love you.